This is the story about the old Braylorn gold mine. This mine is located in the south-central area of British Columbia. It was back in 1858 to 1860 when the Fraser River Gold Rush was running full steam. Miners coming into this area headed up to the Cayoosh and Bridge River areas looking for placer gold deposits. Earlier prospecting parties of Chinese miners around the Bridge River basin were driven out by another miner, Chief Hunter Jack. The chief himself had a secret placer mine somewhere in the region, which many believed to be in the upper reaches of Tyaughton Creek. A prospector by the name of Cadwallader looked for the outcroppings on the creek that is now named after him. This creek would later become the site of the richest hard rock veins in the region. During the 1870s, Chief Hunter Jack started to allow chosen prospectors into the valley and ran a ferry across the Bridge River that virtually all entering the region had to cross. Among these prospectors were those who would eventually discover the hard rock lodes on Cadwallader Creek. In the 1890s, many prospectors searched for the underground source of that gold in the mountains around Cadwallader Creek. Then in 1897, 3 men hiked from Lillooet to Cadwallader Creek area looking for gold. They made 3 claims: the Lorne, Marquis, and the Golden King. These claims would form the core of the complex of claims which became the Braylorn mine. Then a man named Arthur Noel bought the claims. He installed a stamp mill, but unfortunately the mine became tied up in litigation and stood idle for a dozen years. Then in 1914, Pioneer Gold Mines was set up with newer equipment and a more modern mill. The mine worked through the 1920s and the profitable King vein was exploited. Then in 1929, when the start of the Depression hit, the mines really took off when men and investment ramped up production. This mining district was one of the few bright lights in the British Columbia economy during the Depression. In a 7-year period in the 1930s, the mines of the Bridge River produced $370 million worth of gold. Then in 1931, a man named Austin Taylor acquired the Braylorn property and financed construction of a 100-ton mill. The Braylorn mine then operated from March 1932 until 1971. During that time, over 100 miles of underground tunnels were dug and over 3 million ounces of gold were mined out in the 40 or so years of the mine's operation. Because the Bridge River area is a geologic complex, there was gold mining at Cayoosh Creek. Other mines started up also at Brixton and Minto City. These mines were not as large as Braylorn, employing men in the order of dozens and not hundreds, but still contributed to the area. Today, a small junior mining company is exploring this old mine to see if there are any more profitable veins of gold to be mined. You can still drive to the town of Braylorn and look around as there are still a few people who live there. I hope you enjoyed this short story about the old Braylorn mine. Please like, share, and subscribe so we can continue to bring you more old lost mine stories.